Yo, it's your boy GMC, Allo man, Allo Franklin, Allo Money, Allo got bands, Allo got it all, rap on South, rap on draws, let's get it.
Yo, it's your boy Blue Benjamin back again, Welcome Chicago Podcast.
Yo, what the fuck is up? It's your girl Finesse Queen B. We back at it again.
Yo, today's guest, we got a Chicago top influencer, ex-basketball player, could have made it to the league, but he chose rap, you hear me? He was in the industry, signed to 2 big major record labels, got one of the top shoe stores in Chicago, Illinois, you hear me? We got one of the biggest, Boot Logic.
Congratulations on y'all, on y'all effort, you know what I'm saying? Super nice meeting. You already know my boy, Allo. So we just in here, man, and I had to pull up. Just got back from All-Star Weekend, doing a lot of, you know what I'm saying, champagne and campaigning. Now, back to work.
Yeah, how that was? I thought I with all them stars.
That was working too. But yeah, just really, it was so close to the crib, so it's like every time it's close like that, to pull up, I really wanted to, meet up with my brother Allen Iverson. That's one of my good friends. Lil Wayne, he did a lot for the NBA this weekend. He had a free concert for them before the game. And then just a slew of other, my man Al Harrington, shout out Viola. Chicago, they also got a dispensary in Broadview, Illinois, 1501 South Roosevelt, if I ain't mistaken. You know what I'm saying? But my dog Steve Jackson and Jadakiss Fab, we had a good time though. So I always try to keep both sides, as a businessman and then my history in music. I always just rub shoulders with the ones I came to the game with. I saw a lot of the new up and coming cats too, like Glorilla, I saw them.
Yeah, I see she was out there doing that shit. It was close to home. We supposed to been there. Welcome to Chicago Pop.
I know that all the time. Whenever it's close, man, you gotta go. You never know who
so
you might
meet. They come to St. Louis, we there.
You got to.
Wisconsin or something, we gotta go.
Next year is in San Francisco. So that might be a cool trip too.
For sure.
I don't watch basketball.
Yeah. Stop.
I used to be a big sports fan, especially when I was locked up. Like that's something to bet on, something to do with trading. But what made me kind of get watered down with basketball was when they started stacking the teams. After the end of the Kobe era, when they went on their winning streak, and then LeBron went to motherfucking Miami Heat. And then everybody just started stacking. It just became cool because it was kind of uncool at first. And it became cool to stack teams. It was a few teams fell together. They were stacked by default, like the Celtics with K. You know what I'm saying? KG. They weren't really stacked. That was kind of but now they stacking double doubles, triple doubles on this one, and it's kind of I'm cool. Fuck it. And I'm free now too though. But that's really what it is. I'll just be like, your favorite team ain't got no winning chance because they. Over here stacked, and then they get too stacked to where they still losing because it ain't no chemistry there. You know what I'm saying? So
for sure. I understand that, but then I understand the business of it too. So think about it. Like a lot of people were so pissed at LeBron when he made that move. But think about it. If somebody tell either of us, you can go, you and 2 of your homies can link up and play together, and all y'all could make $100 million a piece in a great city like Miami. And you get chance to win the championship. You're not really finna take it. It watered the game down in a sense, but it really don't. You know what I'm saying? Because you need to win. You need a big 3. For sure. Like y'all a big 3. You need that to make it work. Yeah, for
sure. But it's like when you LeBron, when you Kobe, when you Mike. It's a difference between being a Jason Tatum. You cold, but you kind of
But he need help.
That's what I'm saying. But you cold, and you with somebody else make a big 3.
We all do.
But LeBron is kind of one of those greats to where it's you build your team. If somebody come, they come. Kobe retired with his jersey. Mike.
But I think it was hard for people to come to Cleveland.
He was getting to the finals every year though.
But he just wasn't winning. So he needs D-Wade hold on, you can come out here.
Come on, my
I ain't finna go to Cleveland. And then I'll put you on one thing, on the business other part. Like when you look at certain states like Florida, Texas, and maybe, I don't know if it's Pennsylvania, but they tax free. So that's so the business aspect. That mean a whole lot. It mean a whole lot. But in the professional, I don't trip on that because they actually getting paid. Now, what it do, I believe, what you're saying, it waters down the game because now you see kids doing it. You see high schools doing it. If you think about it, in Chicago, and I'm really into basketball because I played coming up, and it really hurt me now when I see, and I'm from out west, when Chicago's segregated, you know, I don't really be liking how the South Side, West Side should be, and it be like South Side kind of like shit on us a little bit because we smaller. And you look at basketball now, West Side don't have a powerhouse. Sure. You know, all the kids is going like south to one of those schools, and now they really ain't really playing for nothing. And I be like trying to let a kid know, like, your high school career means something. It's cool, but nobody gonna really remember it when you get far down the line. You know what I mean? So if you from the West Side and your school is...
I wouldn't say that, because like a lot of these new kids that are getting drafted, bro, they're getting drafted right out of high school.
Right.
Hot,
but meaning this though,
so, like,
but once you get drafted, they don't go off of what you did in high school no more.
Yeah.
So it really don't matter. But now if you say, if y'all two are good, and you got a name, you got a name, you got a name.
So would you say like, would you say like in Chicago in like high school basketball, you maybe like, you know, there's guys that are, you know, real good and out west, and like they're like, oh man, we ain't gonna win out here, so they like, mom, put me in for that transfer.
There you go.
And
now they out south.
Like I got friends that do it, and then the parent get pissed off at times because a coach is trying to. It's hard for a coach to get all these, to give everybody a fair shot.
Yeah.
You can't play everybody. Everybody can't get a shot every time. They can't
well, you can be the star of Marshall's.
Exactly. So it's like, if Marshall right up the street from you, stay where you at.
But you be that star.
And you get to play against him. Now y'all making it more competitive.
Y'all losing, but you double every game. They gonna look at you still.
They gonna look at you. You know what I'm saying? Now y'all can link up in the summertime and do your AAU thing and run around. You know what I'm saying? But stay in your backyard, man. You know what I'm saying? For real. That's how I think that'll make it more competitive. And also, you know, parents gotta really be parents and not try to live their life through the kid. So like if a coach like I watched some parents get so mad at the coach. Now they take a kid that went to 3 different schools his whole high school. Like, you know, the first thing now is if it don't go your way, you quick to get up and leave. And I'm telling you, looking straight in the camera, if you can play ball, you can play anywhere, no matter where they put you at. If you know how to play, you just gotta adjust. You know what I'm saying?
And that's good. And that's good wisdom from a guy who used to hoop all his life, start his own AAU team.
Before we get off the basketball subject, because like I know like a lot of people that I went to school with, and like they was thinking like they was gonna get drafted and all that, but I don't know like what's the difference. But a lot of people that I know like they play overseas.
Yeah, that's great too. That's the great. That as long as you're getting paid to do. I think anybody that laced it up and you all the years that you put the you done practiced and played on teams and your parents done sacrificed for you to play, that's the best thing to do, as long as you get paid to do something that you love to do. And the NBA, if you think about it, this is another like trivia I do when I want to win some money out somebody, to be like, how many people actually ever played in the NBA, dude? Yeah.
That ever played?
You seem like you said that ever played. How many people you think it is?
That ever played like
ever played in the NBA?
That's a big ass number to try to guess though.
Chicago.
It ain't big as you think.
No, he's saying from the first basketball player ever to still now. How many players have they had over all time? That's a big ass number.
How many have they had?
Think about it. Guess what?
How many real NBA players?
I'm gonna say like almost 100,000.
No, not even that. Only like 4,000.
4,000.
Yeah. Cause think it's only 400 jobs.
20, yeah.
Right.
So we ain't talking about like cats that done got there and it ain't really work for them, but that done really stuck and had a career. Cause it's only 400. It's only 400 jobs in the NBA in the world. Yeah. So only 400 people can get in this fraternity at a time.
That's why they be overworking them kids.
That's what I'm saying. You dig what I'm saying? So so the ratio of you getting in the NBA is not all the way gonna go. You might not make it.
You just broke that shit down.
Good, like
you just broke good. You can be cold in a motherfucker.
You just broke that shit down.
No,
it's 3.5 million people in Chicago alone, not including the suburbs. So you only got 400 people that can go into the NBA.
So imagine
and then there's billions of people around the world.
This the whole world. Only 400 people can get in.
That don't even see.
And all of them is not even. Then you look now, and all of them not even American, right?
Yeah, true. Yeah,
all of them not even American.
They really devote their whole life to this, and this slim.
This slim, and you gotta be that real with it, and that's also like, you know, and that number ain't precise, but it's like right around
like
there. And that's almost equivalent to like music, right?
Doing but music. You gambling with the number though.
It's precise. Yeah, it's like around there. Then you think about that, and I tell people that's how music is too. Like you can do it. Well, now you can do it. Depends on what you want out of it. Like if you're really trying to be signed and get, and, you know, and you being a professional artist, you know, and I tell artists, like, if you ain't getting paid for it, then you're not a rapper yet. It's just a hobby for you. But if you're getting paid $100 for something, then you're doing it professional. And you should keep on, you know, doing it. You know what I'm saying?
But if you tally up the number like how you just did with basketball, how many industry mainstream artists are they really? And it's probably damn near the same amount of number.
It's about the same.
Because like mainstream, not that person who getting
bro, I done sat down
money, but like you really got a real deal.
No, I even done looked at like how many West Side people had deals versus South Side people. When they like now, but when I came, like right now, I don't know if it's many West Side people that got, you know, major situations. But when I was coming up, and I hate to say when I was coming up, make me sound old, but I don't look so old. I'm 43. I ain't afraid to say that. I'm 40. It's Googleable. Everything about me you can
for sure.
So when I came up,
43 in the rack is crazy though. Let me. Come on. Let's do like quick count. We gotta give it up for that. You gotta give it up like that. 43 in the rack though. For real.
So when I got signed, like even before I got signed, just even it was a lot of people out west had a record. First actual rappers I saw and like heard a tape was it was on a purple tape. It was Psychodrama. It was the Magic Show. It was like a single. Then they from out west. Crucial Conflict.
I know them.
Do or Die. The Brat.
Shout out B-Lo, man. My boy
Snipers. It was called Children of the Corn.
JD Walker.
JD Walker. So and now I'm
shout out Cuzzo JD Walker.
I'm hitting anybody I left off on myself and Gotti.
Yeah,
but and this even before, but she in Psychodrama.
Yeah, she was.
So one thing about that, if you do your history on that, each and every last one of us that got a deal from out west, our albums actually came out, and I want to say a majority of us went platinum. If you think of Do or Die, they first was platinum out the gate. Twisted, platinum out the gate.
In the upcoming artists after that. I don't know nobody from out west that sounds.
Now look at that.
No, that's what he's saying. He's saying out south.
Now,
I know he's saying out south better right now.
Now, it's dominated out south.
Yeah, out south.
Which is dope, and I salute them. I fuck with anybody that's because it's so hard to make it in music. It's the hardest in the world.
But I be feeling
he just talking logics. Like,
I know what he's talking about. That's crazy that we talking about this because I be looking at stuff like, dang, like, why everybody from out south or east, like, they get a chance. Like, it's so many rappers even out west, even though, like,
so ain't that a problem, y'all think?
Yeah,
I don't think so.
Like
I got the answer. If you want to know the answer, I know the answer.
Opinion, allegedly.
I think out south is bigger, so it's more.
That's one.
And it's gatekeeping.
But the main thing, that's two that's going on after the fact. But the main thing is, out west we was like the Chicago Young Money, Master P. We was rapping about what everybody doing or what everybody got and what's going on. They created something which was beef, which is reality TV shows that's going big. Love Hip Hop. Yeah. They created a beat. Fuck this dude, his dead homie. We were never doing it that way. Still to this day, ain't nobody really. Lil Folk blew up. He ain't say nothing about smoking on another person. Every rapper from out south, it was more so what they were saying, they videos versus really they talent or their music. And they ain't doing no shows, you know what I'm saying? But they going crazy now on the mainstream. You got the Dirks and all that.
But you know what? But how I say, I feel what you're saying, and I salute them because it ain't the artist, it ain't the rapper's fault. Regardless what you talking about.
Yeah.
You know, they talking. You know, when I first saw Sosa, the video, he talking from the lens of what he see shit at.
For sure, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why I said they created though.
Yeah,
I ain't saying like
they self-made.
Yeah.
But I look at those that's executives understand it's a whole nother side to Chicago. So a lot of people on the outside, you know, it's more it's just no light shined on us. Is the thing of what I'm trying to say. On the west side, it's just no real light. And that's something that we gotta sit and understand how we get that light. You know, I had to do that.
Sure.
I think a lot of that is like, you know, just like as fucking artists develop and stuff like that. Like a lot of people aren't like teaching them like how important it is to like interact and network with those DJs. You know what I mean? Like if you're an artist, you should already know like, hey, I'm trying to get my streams up.
Right.
And these people, you know, they're just so focused on the image instead of being, you know, focused on just the image. Like networking and communicating goes hand in hand.
You're 100%
you know,
right.
if you're an artist, this goes for anybody. I don't like if you're already established or you're new and you're trying to develop a brand, like if you're an artist, you should have a flash drive with you, and every time you go to the club, you should be dropping off a business card and a USB drive to the DJ with $20 in a little baggie, just like it's $8. You know,
but that's
kind of product.
Yeah, that's right.
Guess what?
That's right for 5-6 years ago. Right? That's not going on right now.
Y'all want to know what?
Ain't no DJ trying to clear the club, and me as a promoter.
Drop it either. So there's different methods.
They killing it though.
I don't be knowing the difference. Like I kind of know the difference, but some people from like you know how a lot of South Side, East Side, they got people that's signed to you know that they whatever y'all know what I'm saying. But they told me that the reason why West Side people don't get on off music is because all our music sound like. And they said we want to bop too much. You from out West, y'all know what bop is.
Yeah, for sure. And there's nothing wrong with it. Music is expression.
We do
but that's cool. Yeah. But now to go piggyback off what you're saying, and you saying you're 100% right in what you're saying. Now we gotta ask ourselves this: what DJ here break records?
Exactly.
They don't do that.
And what does work though is using people that already have a history of getting placement. So like say for instance you're an artist and you reach out to somebody like DJ Meal Ticket, or you reach out to D Brooks Exclusive. Like these are known international producers in Chicago that have consistently hit billboards. So if I'm thinking like, hey, I'm trying to make a project and I want to make some noise. First thing I'm gonna go do is I'm gonna grab my beat from somebody who's already got placement, because that's gonna put my probability of getting placement on a playlist higher than the next guy who's grabbing it from his homie.
But you know that. But when you go and you look and you say somebody can skip over that because they can get a beat off YouTube, and I look and say it's those other beings' fault, not a Mill, because Mill Ticket's my guy too. So if you gotta look and say, if an artist look, when the DJ, if I go to a club, he play everybody else's music. But if you go to Atlanta, and I ain't gonna say no names, but we know what the fuck it is. Only a handful of them, right? But they give a fuck about being a celebrity or thinking they're a celebrity or whatever the few dollars they got to get. And it's just me being real, because I lived in Atlanta and I watched Young Jeezy actually just go to a strip club every night, and this shit just took off because people could see what he was doing, hearing the song that he doing, everything was there. I watched DJ Khaled. He was I'm living in Miami at the time. DJ Khaled was on the radio station. Like a lot of these DJs is on the radio right now. He had a radio slot, right? And every day, me and Lil Wayne used to hear fucking Rick Ross on. Every day I'm hustling. That shit was rocking. Like it was rocking in the street. It was rocking in the club. So Khaled know he's going back. This might not be on the program director sheet, but he can tell the program, hey, this is what's killing my. This is Miami right here. They might even told Khaled, you can't play that. Fuck y'all, fire me. Played the shit. Broke the record. Now what you think from that? Fuck this radio job, getting this little bullshit money. He ended up getting a deal with Ross, with his own label, because he had leverage to say, I broke this record in this market. So that he was deserving of getting him a record company. Nah, you think ain't nobody else do that?
Yeah, for sure.
So many producers that done help guys on their up and come, and now you just cared about cloud around. That's why I say I love the crib to death. But one thing we can't always do is worry about the support here first.
Yeah,
like I can't care what a person here saying when somebody
really
when I can go
love.
for real, when I can go somewhere else and they give me that love, and I don't care what you got. But just because you know here don't mean they gonna know you. So I don't care how you drive, I don't care what you got, because you know, you can't, if you go to another city, the pretty cop can't come inside the club.
No, yeah. You know if you're making it out of Chicago, you start going out of town, they start treating you like a king.
That be like that too. I ain't meant to cut you out. But like, if y'all see that like versus like, we talking about music and stuff right now, but I see a lot of people from Chicago how they do real estate, they have do hair, makeup, anything, and they go out here and they shoot up. Like,
they shoot up when they get
and it was just nothing in Chicago. So
those
like
strangers will make you rich, man.
That's what you gotta be worried about.
That's what you gotta do.
New people.
You know, here you just gotta take.
Who you think gonna support you? They gonna be.
You gotta take our toughness and the work ethic that we give.
I just ran across a saying that I'm applying to my life. Like the end of last year. I can't remember where I got it from, but they say if you starting a business, so that's rap, whatever, hair, whatever. If you starting any motion based off your friends or your family, you already failed.
Yeah.
That's correct.
That's true.
And you can't even look at that.
That's why you hear, like, from another perspective, people tell you all the time, like, it's a big thing in business, like, never do business with your friends, never do business with your family. Like, there's a reason for that. Like, a lot of time, like, you know, it's like, you know, when you're broke, nobody's got it. But say, for instance, I go make $1 million. Guess what? We all got it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, who was we when I was broke?
When I was
you know?
fucked up.
Yeah.
Because when you go broke, they gonna say you was the dummy.
Exactly.
He
Another
lost
thing
all
is,
that
like,
money. Now we lost it.
you might have put 10,000 hours of time into perfecting your craft as an artist, you know, and your features you're selling them for $2,000, but you got a gang of 10 homies. And all these guys want free features. You know, that's 10 songs. That's an EP.
Yeah. Look, let me say this right, and then we can switch the topic right. But I want to say this: what you said earlier, I do feel like it got to do with a lot of gatekeeping too. Yeah. But when I spoke on the South Side, I said they created something.
No,
I said that we always rapping about what everybody got: cash money. We was rapping about clothes, rims, swagger. That's what everybody got. Our South created a genre of music, another wave of reality, and there's videos with 100 guns in the house, you know what I'm saying, and all that, getting on stage. So they created something, and they caught the wave, and now, like, I feel like they gatekeeping too, and I ain't saying outside rappers, but like all the labels and people that came up, if you from my block, I'm automatically your manager. All them niggas that got on, they big homies with the managers, and they blew up, got labels. They grabbed other Southsiders, they put all their people on. Cause like you said, our West had too many talent. Even after the era before you and y'all era, for anybody even try to say we bop or do anything like that, I can go on a list of names from MIC, them, Mikey Dollars, Lil Chris. Lil Chris still, he just got signed. Like he's still doing his thing. MIC, Lil Chris, Ill Will, them, Lil Foam. Who else?
But
like,
me, I feel
DCG Brothers.
Yeah, they signed them too. But it's a lot of them. Yeah, they got signed. Cargo Lee. It ain't no way Cargo Lee was supposed to be signed. Dale Gang as a group supposed to be signed. They had the city.
You know who I think of when I think of West Side music? Like,
it's a lot of
newer generation. I don't remember what the group's name was, but they made the Maserati Boys. The Fifi on the block. Sicko Mob. Yeah.
They were signed though.
That's who I.
They were signed too, but I'm saying they were signed too, but they were still supposed, like he said, brought to a major. Like they giving up these little distribution deals.
People just do it for fun though.
No, but it's none of their faults. Like I said, when I look at gatekeeping, is the ones that the powers that be that's at radio that's it don't hold me nothing to have a job.
Let's not mention no names, but
that's why I said, I'm just saying.
A lot of this is like you gotta invest in your craft. Like if you're not willing,
it takes another step to get. It's take another step to get somewhere.
And money ain't gonna get you to the door.
Like the only thing is this: music is one part of it.
Yeah,
I can tell you that. Like I come in the era when it wasn't the internet, nothing like this, and I had to go to New York, and I had to meet who. And the thing is, like, it don't serve. Even if I'm in a position at a record company anywhere. Or even me having a store, what do it serve me to have this position for 40 years? Or 20 years, or 10, to where only way it's gonna get good if I pass it off. I don't wanna be the only one with a flea club. In a sense, who else gonna see it? Who's gonna take it? I gotta get this game to somebody. I gotta bottle this recipe up and sell it. Why the fuck I wanna, when I say stuff, I put it in that's what writing music helped me understand like how words speak, like it's a whole world. Like I could make like I did some sample of jogging suits and I put Flea Club Worldwide on it. I never just put Chicago. That's my Instagram tag and because it's gonna be big. Cause I'm speaking big. Because I've been other places. I know what's up. I know what it is out there. I know how to go get in the Bay and get hyphy and get on that and get on the lingo. If I want to talk to a girl, I'm gonna be Chicago wherever I'm at, but I'm gonna mix in. I'm big.
They gonna know Chicago.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know your audience.
You know your audience, but it's a bigger world out there, and the ones that really took it to the next level, they understood that.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
So look, we got a couple questions for you. So what made you pick rap over basketball?
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Just because who discovered me. R. Kelly discovered me. And, I didn't rap at all. You know, he told me I look like a rapper.
Really?
Yeah, he's like, man, you look like a rapper.
Who you said that again?
R. Kelly.
Ah, Kelly.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I was like 2 months graduated out of high school.
Yeah.
At a restaurant, I ended up seeing him. And I'm like, damn, that's, you know, this, you know, we didn't see famous people like that.
Yeah.
But I'm like, damn, that's Kev.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And me and my homie from, he actually went to the NBA, me and my homie Corey McGay.
Did you walk up?
Walked through the parking lot. Nah, I didn't walk up. I saw people like gathering around the car. And I thought people were just looking at, you know, this black car. And I walked up and I saw it was him. You know, but he wasn't like having no chains on. He just looked a little dingy. I'm like, hold on, is that what you do? You know what I'm saying? So he like, what's up, man? Damn, you ain't gonna say nothing, you know? And then he like, damn, he's like, man, what you do? Look like you rap or something. I was like, no, I don't rap. He's like, you sure? I was like, nah. He's like, you listen to rap? I'm like, yeah. He's like, who you listen to? So I'm, you know, I'm kind of starstruck too. So I'm naming, you know, what I'm listening to at the time. They said rappers, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like Jay-Z, Pac, Biggie. He's like, all right. He said, do you know a rap? Do you know a rap by heart, anything? And I was like, yeah, I know one by heart. And it was amazing. Shout out Mason. I ain't never met Mason. But that was the only way I could like, because when I was in school, I had the little, you know, the curly, relaxer shit, the S-curl kick, and they was calling me Diddy. So I was like taking, you know, I could really get their raps. I listened to Twist every day, but I couldn't repeat this shit. He was like rapping too fast. But the Diddy shit, I could get it. And I was like, you know, so I rapped it. It was Mace's song featuring 8Ball and MJG. And I did the rap or whatever. And it's called A Play Away. And I did the little rap or whatever. And, you know, I ain't sit there like a robot and just rap the shit. You know, I got into it. He's like, man, I knew you could rap like that. So he telling his homies like, hey, listen to him. I'm like, hey, that ain't my rap though. You know, don't be, you know, because somebody gonna catch me. He like, nah, I just want to see if you can do it. So same night, we went to the studio. And when I walked in the studio, it was like something, you know, I saw all these plaques and shit. And he's like, I ain't making no promises to you, but you should give it a shot.
So did like meeting, you know, R. Kelly outside of this restaurant, did that lead you, you know, later leading like CAMRON and Jay-Z?
Yeah, he put me on his album like 8 months after that.
Tell us about that single, We Ride.
Yeah, so I went to go visit the school in Memphis. I went to go visit the school or whatever. And one of my cousins was like, yeah, I heard you met R. Kelly, man. I bet you can't call him. And I had never called him on the phone. And then I didn't even know his real name. I'm like, do I call him R? Like, what do you know, what do R mean? You know, I ain't knowing none of that at the time. You know, I'm 19, so at the time. So I called, and, you know, I'm thinking, he ain't gonna answer the phone anyway. Nigga answered the phone. And I'm like, this boo. He like, who? I'm like, this boo. He like, you know, who? I said, the dude that did the little demo song. He's like, oh, yeah, man. Because fast forward, rewind, he did put me with a producer he had. Shout out my dog, Roy Hamilton. That's the first person I rapped to. He owned the song We Ride With Me. Okay. We was called the Vegas Cats. Kels made a name for us. Like, he was taking a gamble on it. Yeah. Both of us had never rapped before. Yeah. So that's what it was. So Roy showed me how to rap. Yeah. Like what 16 bars was. Yo, say this way, and put some swag in it. You know, he really kind of like coached me. And so when I did that demo, and I heard my voice back, I was like, oh, I sound terrible. I don't even want to hear that shit. So I was afraid to call
him. The monitoring comes on, you're recording, and you're like,
oh, hell, I don't like it. So I was really, that's why I was like, he ain't never called me. So I was like, yeah, he ain't. And that's why I went to go to the school, because I'm like, man, I just met him. It ain't going to be nothing. And he's like, man, I like the song. Like, you ever coming back to the city? I'm like, yeah, I'm coming back. And he's like, well, when you come back, you need to come to the studio. Boom, hung the phone up. I want to tell my mom and dad, hey, man, we need to go back to Chicago, dude. Tell me to come to the studio. They still trying to grasp in their hand, because they really thought I was lying when I told them I met him. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, he telling me to come to the studio. And they're like, what the fuck is a studio?
And what no iPhone
was back then? I didn't have a cell phone.
We
had pages and shit. So when we pull back, when I get back, he gave me, I went and met him at CRC Studio. And you know, he was like, how your peoples with you? And yeah, I had my mom and pops with me. And when we sat down in the meeting, he was just, they were sold off the first beat, man. He kept it funky. You know, like, I'd be hearing stories about him lying to people saying he sold them a drink, but he told me, look, I'm not promising you nothing. You ain't finna be rich overnight, you ain't finna do nothing. But he gave me a pen and a pad. He said, if I see you with this every day and you come to the studio, you're more than welcome to come to the studio every day. I see you doing that, I can guarantee you a record deal. And I kept on doing that. I just went to the studio one day, like right to this beat. End up 2 days later, song come on, it got Cam, Jay-Z. So I had never met none of them.
Right.
I was like, how the fuck did that happen? You know what I mean? But it's this producer from New York named the Trackmasters, Tone and Poke. Shout out Tone and Poke, they're my dog. They did all that, put that together, and that's
so
how.
When you made that feature, when you did that feature with them, you guys all punched in from different locations,
yeah,
and then the producers did their thing with each individual track out.
And this was like when it wasn't really. I don't even think email was really popular. I remember the Pro Tools was like. Yeah, I know that made me sound old. Yeah. But the Pro Tools was like this big block. You used to have to travel with it. Yeah. The Pro Tools session. Yeah. And I think so. That's why Tone would come. He would get the vocals from here. Then take it back to New York.
So they had a bag. They were messing with Pro Tools.
Yeah, way in. You used to have to travel with the software.
So your first song was with Jay-Z?
First song featured Jay-Z, CAMRON, and Noriega.
And R. Kelly on it.
R. Kelly on it. It's on his album, the R, the double CD. This one, track number 8.
Really? Track number 8.
I
gotta go.
Cameron,
Jay-Z.
He gave you a chance though, and that's something that a lot of people.
That's what we talk about now.
Yeah.
But we talk about that now, like.
With anything, a lot of people do not want to give you a chance because they scared you might get bigger than them.
Yeah,
that's
true.
That's
true. He said he ain't saying no dream or nothing. He did.
He kept it real. Your parents was good too.
You're not gonna get rich overnight.
You think that did they know who he was?
They knew he was for sure.
So they probably, I'm saying the parents probably they didn't count it. Like
so it was like I'm skipping over because I don't want to be long-winded with certain things. But after the first time after I did the song in the stew, he was like he played ball every night at this gym called Hoops the Gym on Ogden and Randolph. So I kept talking that basketball. The first day I met him, me and my guys tried to hustle them on a basketball game. Like, what y'all want to play for? We probably got 20. It's about 5 of us. We probably only got $20 amongst 5 people. And we like, we'll pay y'all for a stack. Come on, let's go. Old niggas, like, you niggas can't. I be renting the gym out every night, midnight. And when I went to the gym, school, it was Olive Harvey. It was a local school. Asked me to come visit. And I was like, man, I ain't gonna go there. Dude asked me to come to this gym. And I had this back when you gotta write a note at the crib, like, look, I'm gonna be you, this is where I'm gonna be at.
I'll be back.
I got in there, man, 2 hours later, my mom and my auntie brother, they was knocking on the window. I'm like, y'all go. Chaos gonna catch me. Who that is? I'm like, that's your mom. And went right there, they kind of broke too, like, nah, bro, come on. They like, oh, this nigga really a little kid, like, you know what I'm saying? And they, she just thought, they embarrassed me a little bit. But after they saw that, and he was really like open arms, she was
the fact that they seen that you probably had like a family supporting you.
I think that was
really
the thing that, when not to really get on Chaos, because it ain't my place to really talk about him in that, but because, that's his situation is really unfortunate on either end of that. But, I'm gonna always appreciate that opportunity.
For sure.
For real. Whatever, and I always say it wasn't him, it was God working through him.
To acknowledge it every time.
So I'm always.
And I got a question though, like, cause I was a rapper that failed. You feel me? I was in and out of jail though. I just said this as a comedian, clickbait, it's like, I was in and out of jail, so I had to reboot myself, all that. And now I'm managing, so trying to put somebody else. So how did it feel though? Cause that's what I always wanted. You had a big record at 19. Like, how was school? The ladies?
Well, you know what I hate? The biggest thing I missed. I just got out of school.
Right, okay.
So if I was at school, I would have probably been a Bow Wow type of
thing.
But I'm glad I wasn't that, because you can get stuck talking kitty stuff. Then you was
out of school. I was out of school. Grown.
But I ain't gonna lie, man. It was tough because he put it through boot camp. He didn't give me like I say when that song happened, I didn't never meet them. I ain't met nobody. He went out to Atlanta and did the song Keith Murray. Gonna be a party, y'all. And I watched him and all this guys. So me and my boy Roy, we like, oh shit, we finna go to Atlanta to the video shoot. I'm finna go to a video shoot. Nigga like, oh no, y'all ain't going. I'll tell y'all nigga, what you going for? And he was like saying like this. What you wanna go stand in the video in another nigga video? You got, and what that started creating with me was like the, not the arrogance you gotta have, but the confidence. Like, do you want your own video or be in another nigga video? Which one you want? And I still cried like, damn, man.
My life.
This music shit weak. I ain't met nobody. I ain't went to nothing. He went to the Soul Train.
You got songs with strangers, but
don't go again. Ain't met none of them. So it gets so funny. Jay-Z come here, we do. I don't know if y'all got that question in there. But
we got it in there,
yeah.
Don't let it flow.
You know what I'm saying? I remember, and then so damn, we had I Wish come out, the remix come out before that. Right, he had the regular song out.
Yeah.
So that's actually the first video I end up like being in that it came on TV and shit. And one day we in the stew, he getting his hair braided and shit. Both of us actually, because I had braids too.
Yeah.
So he getting the hair braided and he like doing this beat, doing this track. And I'm looking, I'm like, damn, this sound like I Wish or whatever. And he just like going over like the verses, you know, like he didn't write no pen, no pad, but he like record like this little microphone he had. He record piece by piece. He like, what this sound like? How this sound? I say, and I'm like, every word for word. Now I'm looking like, yeah, man. Like, he got a friend that died in a car accident, and he was like, for some reason, it's someone hard to talk to. I'm gonna do a remix. You know, he was a remix killer. Like, you know, I gotta do me a remix to, you know, anything. Most of my singles, he always like he do a remix to it. And man, he went through like his first verse. Recorded that shit, and he was like, he looked over to me like, you got a verse to this? I'm like, yeah, I got a verse. I ain't got shit. I ain't even had nobody. And that song was so deep, I ain't even know nobody close to me that died. So I'm like, and I'm so rappers like, Joe, I was a real artist, bro, because I ain't even had nobody that died. And he tell me like, yo, you got a verse to this? I'm like, yeah.
But did you feel like your verse that you was creating based on what he was saying already? Like,
yeah, so I'm looking like this, so I'm like, damn. And the way I taught myself how to rap was, I would listen to my favorites. And cause it used to take me like 2 days to think of the first word to start with. like what's gonna be my first word, you know, but.
When you started, right?
Yeah, you know, but that's when I'm writing a rap that's just, when I'm just practicing.
Yeah.
But when it's a song concept, like to this, like, okay, I kinda know, because it's a concept to it, it's a chorus to it. So I was like, who got a song that they talk about somebody that they missed? So I went to my, damn, Diddy had the shit on every step. But it was too fast, that beat was too fast. I said, that ain't gonna sound right. And I'm like, Jay-Z was, I was just a Jay-Z, I'm just a Jay-Z hit to this day. I'm just a Jay-Z fan, I was super East Coast, because East Coast ran it then, so I love it. So Jay-Z had a verse in this song, he was talking to Biggie in it. He said, what the deal, Playboy? Yeah, rest your soul. And I started off, I said, okay, what the deal? And I took Playboy out, I said, what the deal, my nigga? I know you holding it down. You can see me, you sound talking soft right now, but it's hard for me to say when I'm gonna see you again. And I know it's fucked up, I gotta talk to this pen. But you died for the love of the dough, the love of the block, 16 years running the spot. Boy, your mama used to hate how we stood on the curb, hanging with wild thug niggas, smoking the herb. I'ma keep pouring this liquor, and that's my word. This here's for my niggas that be flipping them birds. So I had to, like, I created like a story from that first start off, you know what I'm saying?
That first start off,
so
you going
I
crazy.
did the verse, he's like, one take, get out of there, that shit.
Oh, you punched in one take.
One take. And then, cause then you had to, cause if you messed up, you had to start from the beginning. And so I did that, and man, I remember them playing it, and all them niggas in there crying, cause they done missed niggas, and I ain't crying, and I'm telling myself, I'm going trying to put water on my face, like
I gotta feel how you
like, why am I crying? Damn, I don't even. And then I'm questioning myself, like, man, bro, you don't even love this shit, bro. You just, you know, cause I was doing it for money too. I'm like, this shit gotta feed me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need this shit gotta feed me. And then, man, what's crazy, that verse didn't resonate to me till I lost my cousin. And I was like, you know, and I ended up at his repast, I did that verse, and it was like, and I remember my pop said, damn, man, 20-something years later, that verse, it meant something like that.
That's the I Wish remix?
Yeah. I lost two of my homies, my cousin Ken and my dog Bill, my dog Billy, and that's what that verse means to me now. But yeah, that's how I had to do it.
So you on the remix of I Wish and the remix of Fiesta with Jay-Z.
I like both of them.
Oh my kids, them two of his really like his two of his biggest, cause he got too many big songs. But them two of his major, like,
it's another reason I got a shot, kids. I gotta respect them on this tip too. You know, it was a regular Fiesta before the
for sure, yeah.
You right? And when he was that Fiesta, he also sent that a verse to. He also sent that beat to Jadakiss.
Right.
And I was like, oh, it's over with.
It's over with.
And then Kiss sent that shit back, and he played it. I was like, damn, Kiss murdered that shit. I said, it ain't enough. He's like, I'm gonna keep y'all on it though. Kept me and Gotti on that. He was like, Kiss killed it.
Yeah.
I mean, killed it. Shout out Kiss, that's my dog. I just seen him in All-Star Weekend. He said, but that's what I expected from Jadakiss.
Yeah.
But y'all, we good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I got Love Him Again. So the remix came. Jive wanted him to do like a love song, a love ballad. And he was like, nah, I ain't on that no more because Jive had signed that singer Joe.
Yeah.
And Joe had the bald head with the goatee like him. And they was asking Kels to write stuff for him. And he was like, well, I ain't gonna give him my, like, he kind of got my same swag. You know what I'm saying? And Kels was like, shit, I'm just an R&B thug. And you know, I was the only one with braids around at the time. So Kels was like, shit, I'm finna get that girl down here to braid my hair. You know what I'm saying? He took on that persona, like, I'm really just an R&B thug nigga. And he really is just like a real project nigga, everyday nigga, like 3-4 days in the studio, same shit on. Mad at you if you go and leave to go do change and do something like, nigga, how y'all change? And I'm the motherfucker that got the, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't even changed. This nigga, before we go to, I remember the first show I ever did was the Big Jam, right? It's at the United Center. And I'm so nervous, and they like, it's you gotta do the fucking, what you call it, sound check and all that. I'm going to sound check, I'm so nervous, I have an accident in my car, I slide through a stop sign. And I ain't had time to stay or nothing for them to do this shit, man. Whatever y'all gonna do, man, this is my license plate, I gotta get up out of here, I got a show. I had a Lincoln Mark 8 now, the last one that they made. Door hanging off, that motherfucker pulled to the stool. I done missed the sound check. I walk in the stool, like, man, y'all don't say. I got half, now I was supposed to be getting my hair braided, right? I got half, so I'm taking it, that's how I had the accident too. I'm taking my shit down while I'm driving, so I got half braided, half out, right? I walk in the stool, I don't come in the stool, breathing all hard, looking crazy. Kels them laughing, like, what's going on? What's wrong with you? I'm like, man, I done had a car accident, bro. My bad, I done motherfucking, I missed sound check. He said, nigga, you a rapper, you don't need no sound check. I'm like, man, I missed my hair getting braided. I know I can't go out like this. He was like, nah, fuck that. Go out just like that, half out, half in. They had the outfits and shit ready for me. Herb Gotti happened to fly. Yeah, Herb Gotti put his platinum chain on, put it on my neck, and I go out there. He said, and he was like, it's gonna look like
Herb Gotti from Murder Inc.
From Murder Inc. Yeah, so
I was thinking
they was working. You know, we had met Herb, and Herb started doing a lot. You know, he was a producer, so they was like Kels. He always working on an album, no matter what. So Herb happened to come here for that show. He was trying to get a feature for Ja, for Ja Rule or whatever. So when I came there, they saw the kind of day I had, and they was like, nah, nigga, you look like a nigga straight off the block, and you just showed up to do a show. Let's go. And what that showed me is like, I don't give a fuck about having a haircut. No, when it's in you, if it's in you, it's in you. You know what I'm saying? I went out there, and I can't lie, and I tell rappers this, man, you spend your whole life, like, you know, like wanting to perform and shit and get in front of other people, and I promise you, you gotta love the process. The practicing and the studio session, because when you go perform, that shit feel like it's 1.1 second. Yeah. And it's all gone. And it's done. So love the process. So
was that your
you gotta focus. It's like it feels like 1 second.
20,000. Then a motherfucker nervous as hell. But I still get nervous. If it was 3 people on performing, I still get that butterfly. Some rappers like Joe. I was a real artist, bro, because I ain't even had nobody that died. And he tell me like, yo, you got a verse to this? I'm like, yeah.
But did you feel like your verse that you was creating based off what he was saying already? Like,
yeah, so I'm looking like this, so I'm like, damn. And the way I taught myself how to rap was, I would listen to my favorites. And, cause it used to take me like 2 days to think of the first word. like what's gonna be my first word, you know, but.
When you started, right?
Yeah, you know, but that's when I'm writing the rap, that's just, when I'm just practicing.
Yeah.
But when it's a song concept, like to this, like, okay, I kinda know, because it's a concept to it, it's a chorus to it. So I was like, who got a song that they talk about somebody that they missed? So I went to my, damn, Diddy had the shit every step, but it was too fast, that beat was too fast. I said, that ain't gonna sound right. And I'm like, Jay-Z I'm just a Jay-Z hit to this day. I'm just a Jay-Z fan, I was a super East Coast, because East Coast ran it then, so I love it. So Jay-Z had a verse in this song, he was talking to Biggie in it. He said, what the deal, Playboy? Yeah, rest your soul. And I started off, I said, okay, what the deal? And I took Playboy out. I said, what the deal, my nigga? I know you holding it down. You can see me, you'll sound talking soft right now. But it's hard for me to say when I'm going to see you again. And I know it's fucked up, I got to talk to this pen. But you died for the love of the dough, the love of the block. 16 years running the spot. Boy, your mama used to hate how we stood on the curb, hanging with wild thug niggas, smoking the herb. I'ma keep pouring this liquor, and that's my word. This here's for my niggas that be flipping them birds. So I had to, like, I created like the story from that first start off. You know what I'm saying?
That first start off,
so I did the verse, and I did the verse. He's like, one take, get out of there, that shit.
Oh, you punched in one take.
One take. And then, cause then you had to. Cause if you messed up, you had to start from the beginning. And so I did that, and man, I remember them playing it, and all them niggas in there crying, cause they done missed niggas. And I ain't crying, and I'm telling myself, I'm going trying to put water on my face, like
I gotta feel how they
like, why am I not crying? Damn, I don't even. And then I'm questioning myself, like, man, bro, you don't even love this shit, bro. You just, you know, cause I was doing it for money too. I'm like, this shit gotta feed me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need this shit gotta feed me. And then, man, it was crazy. That verse didn't resonate to me too. I lost my cousin, and I was like, you know, and I ended up at his repast. I did that verse, and I remember my pops said, "Damn, man, 20-some years later, that verse it meant something like that."
That's the I Wish remix.
Yeah, I lost two of my homies, my cousin Ken and my dog Bill, my dog Billy, and that's what that verse mean to me now. But yeah, that's how I had to do it.
So you on the remix of I Wish and the remix of Fiesta with Jay-Z.
I like both of them.
Them my kids. Them two of his really like his two of his biggest, cause he got too many big songs. But them two of his major, like,
it's another reason I gotta shout Kills out. I gotta respect them on this tip too. You know, it was a regular Fiesta before the
for sure, yeah.
You right? And when he was that Fiesta, he also sent that a verse to. He also sent that beat to Jadakiss.
Right.
And I was like, oh, it's over with.
It's over with.
And then Kiss sent that shit back, and he played it. I was like, damn, Kiss murdered that shit. I said, it ain't nothing. He's like, I'm gonna keep y'all on it though. He kept me and Gotti on that. He was like, Kiss killed it. I mean, killed it. Shout out Kiss, that's my dog. I just seen him, y'all, so weekend. He said, well, that's what I expected from Jadakiss. But y'all, we good. You know what I'm saying? And then I got Love Him Again. So the remix came. Jive wanted him to do like a love song, a love ballad. And he's like, nah, I ain't on that no more because Jive had signed that singer Joe. And Joe had the bald head with the goatee like him. And they was asking Kels to write stuff for him. And he was like, well, I ain't gonna give him my, like, he kind of got my same swag. You know what I'm saying? And Kels was like, shit, I'm just an R&B thug. And you know, I was the only one with braids around at the time. So Kels was like, shit, I'm finna get that girl down here and braid my hair. You know what I'm saying? And he took on that persona, like, I'm really just an R&B thug nigga. And he really is just like a real project nigga, everyday nigga, like 3-4 days in the studio, same shit on. Mad at you if you go and leave to go do change and do something like, nigga, how y'all change? And I'm the motherfucker that got the, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't even changed. This nigga, before we go to, I remember the first show I ever did was the Big Jam, right? It's at the United Center. And I'm so nervous, and they like, it's you gotta do the fucking, sound check and all that. I'm going to sound check, I'm so nervous, I have an accident in my car, I slide through a stop sign. And I ain't had time to stay or nothing for them to do this shit, man. Whatever y'all gonna do, man, this is my license plate, I gotta get up out of here, I got a show. I had a Lincoln Marquette, now the last one that they made, door hanging off, that motherfucker pulled to the stool. I done missed the sound check, I walk in the stool, like, man, y'all, I got half, now I was supposed to get my hair braided, right? I got half, so I'm taking it, that's how I had the accident too. I'm taking my shit down while I'm driving, so I got half braided, half out, right? I walk in the stool, I don't come in the stool, breathing all hard, looking crazy. Kids, I'm laughing, like, what's going on? What's wrong with you? I'm like, man, I done had a car accident, bro. My bad, I done motherfucking, I missed sound check. He said, you a rapper, you don't need no sound check. I'm like, man, I missed my hair getting braided. I know I can't go out like this. He was like, nah, fuck that. Go out just like that, half out, half in. They had the outfits and shit ready for me. Herb Gotti happened to fly. Yeah, Herb Gotti put his platinum chain on, put it on my neck, said, I go out there.
Just like that.
And he was like, it's gonna look like
Herb Gotti from Murder Inc?
From Murder Inc, yeah. So,
I was thinking
they was working. You know, we had met Herb, and Herb started doing a lot, you know, he a producer. So they was like, Kelsey, he always working on an album, no matter what. So Herb happened to come here for that show. He was trying to get a feature for Ja. For Ja Rule or whatever. So
When I came there, they saw the kind of day I had. And they was like, nah, nigga, you look like a nigga straight off the block and you just came, showed up to do a show. Let's go. And what that showed me is like, I don't give a fuck about having a haircut. No, when it's in you, if it's in you, it's in you. You know what I'm saying? I went out there and I can't lie and I tell rappers this, man, you spend your whole life like, you know, like wanting to perform and shit and get in front of other people. And I promise you, you gotta love the process. The practicing and the studio session, because when you go perform, that shit feel like it's 1.1 second. Yeah. And it's all gone. It's done. So love the process.
Was that your
you gotta focus. It's like it feels like 1 second.
20,000. Then a motherfucker.
I'll be scared.
But I still get nervous. If it was 3 people on performing, I still get that butterfly.
So we want to know, how did you end up meeting Lil Wayne and Birdman?
So I met Lil Wayne and Birdman when like when Fiesta came out and the video was running and all that. Me and Gotti had a lot of labels reaching out and stuff like that. So Jermaine Dupri, shout out Jermaine Dupri, he was the reason why he reached out to Kels, because me and Gotti didn't have nobody to contact us. So Kels was like, we was out in Orlando actually. That's where he was getting ready for a tour. This tour, and he was supposed to go tour. You know, his record label was called Rockland. And Jay-Z and they was Rockefeller. So we're supposed to do this Rockland tour. And so he goes to Orlando when he get prepared for tours, because with Jai, he was with Jai, and they have all these sound stages. So we was all out there, and he was like, hey man, Jermaine Dupri reached out to me. He wanted to fly out to Atlanta to get on this album. And right then is when me and Gotti actually got our deal. We wasn't even signed. We did Fiesta and all that because it was just done, you know, organically and shit. So when we got to Atlanta, JD get us out there. We do the song. It's a song featured on JD's album called Instruction. That's the name of the album, called Instructions. And the name of the song is called Get Some. So we get out there, and we do the song. They got Usher on it too, so let you know I got to join
Usher?
Really? Yeah,
I gotta go back
to that. Hey, I'm about to go check your archives.
He wasn't at the studio neither, but me and Gotti, we did our parts and
another punching session.
Nah, we was in there. Nah, JD, we was all there. JD, when we got to the studio, and I gotta give JD his love in this because he's a real producer, real song. He's a real orchestrator. And we got there, he played the song like this the vibe of the song, this the concept of it. And me and Gotti did our verse, and he went and fell asleep. And was like, man, y'all come back. His driver was like, when he want y'all to come back, he gonna call y'all. And we came back, and we heard the hook. And we like, yeah, this joint nice now. He had Usher on the hook. It's called Get Some, though. And so after we did the session, he took us out to a club in Atlanta called the Velvet Room. So we in front of the Velvet Room. He waiting on them to get his section and shit set up or whatever. A limo is in front of us. And like 30 niggas get out. And I heard JD say, oh, that go baby them right there. And we get in, and I look, I'm like, oh shit, that's Baby from Cats. It was him, it was Birdman and Slim. They only called him Birdman at the time yet. But it was, it was Stunner and Slim. And like a whole entourage. Wasn't no Wayne, none of them wasn't there. I ain't seen none of them, but I noticed. And when we walked in, I was like looking so hard. Cause I'm in all still, like, you know, seeing these celebrities. And Gotti, my partner Gotti in the group with me, he always wore a do-rag with the bandana. Do-rag with the headband. And I saw Birdman point at him. And I was like, hey, G. I'm like, G-Man, that's what I call Gotti. I'm like, hey, Birdman, he know us. You know what I'm saying? Gotti like, oh, where he at? I'm like, they over there. He was waiting. At that time, I was so quiet and laid back. I really ain't speak a lot, you know what I mean? You know, in those type of situations, and Gotti, he was the aggressive one, like that'll say something. He was like, hey, yo, they over there, him and tall dude, oh, come on. We did it from JD, went over there. As soon as I walked up on Baby, like to go dap him up, he said, I come through stunning. He said my line, and this one we had the two-way pages, and he put out the two-way, and we exchanged numbers, and we got to talking. And like the next couple of days, he just reached out like, what's up, little homie? We were just going, bouncing back and forth. Now, just go to, he like, yeah, what's up with y'all? Where y'all at? You know what I'm saying? We was in Orlando. Now, if y'all remember, Kels got in trouble in Orlando. That's when people came and grabbed him. And it was so ironic that Gotti ended up having a conversation with Birdman. When he came to the room, he's like, hey, man, baby want to fly us to New Orleans. crib? Like, yeah, like tomorrow. I'm like, shit, like, should we go?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, what else we gonna do? We gotta go. He's like, yeah, we do. We gotta look out for ourselves, don't we? I'm like, yeah. I said, shit, it don't hurt us to go. He said the flights and shit. And I remember, man, on the plane, this was one of the most craziest flights in the world. It started raining so crazy. The damn plane had to land in another little state that's shaking. And I'm saying to myself, like, damn, God, something else finna happen. I ain't finna get on this now. They done grabbed him now. We ain't even finna make it to the motherfucking the Birdman. So we ended up getting there though. We got there and man, when baby pulled up and shit, we went to his crib. It was like company crib. He had all the cars out there, and he took us to some neighborhood shit, like holding the wall, neighborhood shit. And he was just a real nigga, man. And I always salute him and Slim. And the next day, he was like, "Hey man, I don't want y'all to leave until y'all sign. What y'all want?" And we scared to say what we want. We don't even know, cause we didn't know our work. We didn't even know our work at the time. So we like, man, we want the basic deal. You know, we said, call y'all lawyers. I call my lawyer. We make it happen. And I remember. Yeah.
Really,
no, I had one.
No, I'm saying because he was young and
yeah, because I already had the little the beginner deal. I thought it was a lot of money because I was 19 at the time, so it was $25,000 as an advance, but that shit looked like it was $250,000.
Yeah, back then.
Gas was $1.
Yeah, nice.
Gas was $4.
So when we called the lawyers, we thinking like, man, if we can keep getting them 25s, we cool. He was like, hold on, this company makes a big grip. You know what I'm saying? So maybe you wanna, let's up it. You know what I'm saying? And as an advance, we was like, well, he's like, get something to get you comfortable because you're gonna hold it back and you're gonna, so it was like, so me and Gotti both got like 100,000. We got 50 upon signing and then another 50.
That's something like a lot of artists.
Yeah. So now, from there, when Birdman say, look, I want to sign y'all right on the spot. The money and all that didn't come. Now he's like, but I want to sign y'all. And they wasn't really, because they was out in New York when 9/11 happened, so they had chill from flying. They was a little nervous to fly. So he's like, we taking a tour bus, we going out to Miami to do this soundtrack called Undisputed. It was it was a Universal soundtrack, and Cash Money actually was they produced the whole thing. So when we get to Miami, two dudes come get on the bus with hoodies on. Light skinned dude, dark skinned dude. Dark skinned dude come out the hoodie and that Birdman, it was Wayne. We just dapped each other, you know what I'm saying?
I'm thinking you for to say something.
Yeah, it was Wayne. Nah. I ain't know who it was, And that was our first time meeting, so it was just like a dap up. And then we got to the studio called Circle House. And we got in there, and they had all every manufacturing room working. Wayne over here, everybody bouncing from one room to another. He's like, man, we all work together. So I go in the room while Wayne in the booth. I'm in there chilling, he come out and he chop it up with me. And from there, it was like he chop it up with me. From there, it was like, dang, dude, cool. Then I got to New Orleans and I'm outside of Birdman crib on the phone. This G-Wagon drive around one time and we did a U-turn. And he's like, yo, boo, come here. And I pull up, it's Wayne again. He like, take a ride with me. So let's go ride with him. And he was like, man, don't laugh, bro. We finna go. He went to his mama baby shower, actually.
His mama
had a baby shower. We went there. And after we left from there, went back to his crib. He like, man, bro, you ain't gotta go back. Said them old niggas over at Stunner Crib. I know you bored over there, you know what I'm saying? And we rolled up a few and just got to chopping it up about music and shit like that and sports.
He was sports for that.
That's my dog. From there, we was just, we were just locked in from there.
So did you go with Cash Money or Your Money?
I was with Cash Money because our album came out perfect time. It came out on Cash Money. So right when we got with Cash Money, I'm forever love him for this. We got there when the remember the song Still Fly came out, gave it up booze. So we was on the second single called Oh Yeah. And I remember it was a bunch of now it was different getting that. Like with Kels, we was the only rappers around. Now we got with Cash Money, Juvie was leaving, they was going through their thing. Him leaving, BG wasn't around, Turk was like, he wasn't around. And so they had Gilly the Kid, shout out Kid. he was in a group called Major Figures. So they was around Mickey Halstead, which is now he used to manage Herbo. He was on Cash Money too from here. So when we in the studio, they playing that beat to Oh Yeah. And I just remember Slim saying like, this gonna be a single here. And me and Gotti know what them singles like. We like, fuck, we'll jump on this. You know what I mean? That ended up giving me my first, Fiesta went platinum too, but that was a platinum plaque I got right now on my wall. That was the second single. So yeah. And after that, our album come out, Wayne on our single, Ain't a Man. And then when our album came out, it came out at like a tough time. Like a lot of people would be like, they ain't promote y'all that way, but he gave us a shot. It just didn't, the album didn't stick quick like that, you know what I'm saying? So I was a little discouraged, like, damn, what am I really do, you know what I'm saying? And one day Wayne was in Atlanta, and like, I'm in the studio, bro, come and pull up to the studio. If you got some smoke, you know what I'm saying, pull up. And like, I'm doing a mixtape with DJ Drama, which was Gangsta Grill. And when I got in the studio, beat came on, he like, man, go catch a verse on here. And I caught a verse on that, on the dedication. The first dedication. No, it was dedicated, but way before that. It was like we used like the Young Bloods beat. I smoke, I drink, and that I was starting to get hip to mixtapes because I had never really, I really wasn't a mixtape rapper.
So you was on that song, that I Smoke, I Drink song?
Yeah.
That's you.
You said the remix.
The remix too.
You know,
we did. It was a mixtape song. So it was me, Currency, Mac Man, and Wayne. We all on that. And shit. After that, Baby called me, and Wayne was like, "Yo," he told Stunner like, "Man, I wouldn't mind if Boo rolled out with me with this Young Money shit." So I just immediately just hit the road with Wayne. Just moved around with him everywhere. So I ain't never signed nothing. And then to be honest, that's where our relationship ain't changed because, he wasn't like pressing me to sign or nothing. But I just didn't want to sign to an artist again. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to try to like, man, why I gotta always stand next to somebody? Like, I know I can hold this shit on myself. You know what I'm saying? I know how to get out and bump a broad on my own. I know how to, my name is my name. I don't need all the time to be with. So, in hindsight, I would have got a lot more shine, like a lot more shit over there with Young Money, no lie. But I was kind of in my own way, like, looking like, man, I gotta, and people would always say me and Wayne resembled each other, and this, that, and that. And I never wanted to seem like I was
trying like him now, though.
I was never trying to be like I want to be like him. You know what I'm saying?
Face tattoos.
Yeah. So I ain't never want people even here to be like, you trying to be like him, or I'm trying to take, and even his swag or something like that. But
you always try to be your own person. That's
and that's a gift and a curse.
Authentic.
You know what I'm saying? That's a gift and my curse. Where it took a harder road for me because I wouldn't just do it his way.
Yeah.
And that's where we would kind
in
of.
order to be a great leader, you first got to be a great follower. So that's why you say like a curse.
Yeah, for sure.
Sometimes
he's like that.
Respect
He's a leader like that.
You know what I'm saying? In order to be a great leader, you first got to be a great follower.
You got to be a great follower.
But sometimes your ego can.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say it's a good and a bad.
Yeah, I mean, because he fit the bill on everything. So it's like, it was my way or the highway. It's that kind of vibe. And he right by that. He ain't wrong. I was wrong in a lot of times.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's an egotistical shit. Like, and then
Chicago shit.
I think I was just going to say that.
But I was a brother too. Like, don't get it twisted.
No, I know what you're saying.
But I'm saying, we all, like,
you're a human. I know what you're saying. As a
we
man.
stuck in our ways. When we go somewhere else, they could tell, like,
and it was my sports shit too sometimes.
So he ain't try to like little homie.
Nah, never that.
Store runner.
Nah, never that. But I would never even look at that. But I don't mind
doing
that.
That's a thing. There be little girls around there.
But for me though, that store runner shit, if I'm your dog, I'm your dog.
Right,
I know, but it ain't gonna be like
it ain't gonna be when you tell me.
But y'all not gonna even look at it like that.
Y'all like look at it like
that's what I'm saying.
It's still Wayne and it's still Boo and I'm with you and you taking me up here. I'm gonna go get the switches.
No, I ain't saying that they aspect. I'm just
saying, but it levels. You ain't gonna cheesecake me like Diddy. But I'll do certain things because respecting that you a bigger face.
Exactly. You go to the airport. You go to the airport. Shit. I had to kind of learn that. I ain't understand, and that was something too. That I had to take a page out of this book and learn to do it. And I remember rolling with him one time, and it's just me and him. And he like leaving the bags. He just walking. I'm leaving the motherfuckers too. He like, no, You gotta grab them motherfuckers. Like, oh, okay, shit.
Yeah.
I ain't never held nobody else back.
Yeah.
But it was humble as shit.
Yeah.
But it was only so long that I'm gonna do that.
Yeah,
I had to start thinking, shit, who the fuck gonna hold my shit?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then I got to looking at my homies, and none of them motherfuckers ever held my shit.
Yeah.
So I'm like, damn,
Now you
man.
fucked up behind it. Like,
I'm fucked up behind that, and I look at that's why Wayne win too, because and that's something different in the South. They got more hospitality. They don't mind doing.
No, they do.
A nigga,
we take it offensive.
Nigga will be mad at you to say, "Hey, bro, can you go get this for me?" Or, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I didn't respect your heights. Like,
yeah, but it's
you
like
gotta-
people
you
from
gotta work,
Chicago, we so like,
you gotta be
whoever started
comfortable
that
to keep
first.
this shit rolling.
Don't do this, don't do
honest.
this. You're
Yeah.
goofy for doing this.
Yeah,
People like
and to
that
be
as
honest,
well,
even
though.
on the work ethic tip,
Yeah.
Wayne, I'm gonna say he the best rapper for this reason right here.
I'm with you. Go ahead.
This is why I'm gonna say it
Yeah.
too. My reason why I feel he's the
Yeah.
best rapper, cause he rap more than everybody.
Right.
He in the like if it's hooping or something,
Yeah.
he in that bitch more than anybody. It ain't nobody rapping more, putting in more work when the lights is off to him.
Yeah.
Now for me, I wasn't a rapper, you know, and I came to him already. I'm on a song with Jay-Z already. As I walk into this, I'm on songs with Ja Rule, Usher, with all these people as I walk into this.
Yeah.
So it was really hard for me to double down and
Yeah.
be part of like groups with other niggas and
Yeah.
stand with other
You was
niggas
already
and
feeling like
to
you that
his
one.
homies. I ain't want his homies to think,
You on their level.
yeah, they got
Since we all on the way, and I'm
He ain't gotta take care of me.
Yeah.
I did
But,
this already.
but he took me as that, you know what I mean? So it'll be times to where if we in like Miami or something, Wayne, you know, he's such a big star, he can't go outside.
Yeah.
Me, I gotta go outside.
Yeah.
And so I don't want to get up and rap. Man, some days I don't want to rap today. You know, so I don't care to be the best rapper. I'm just a fly talking nigga.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna
So when
lie.
you look and say, I'm like Allen Iverson.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go party and show up and go kill.
Yeah.
Wayne like a Kobe.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
You putting in, you better be cold.
Yeah,
You putting in all that motherfucking work. Me, I show up, Joe, cut the cameras on, Joe, I'm with you.
You know,
So I ain't a rapper, I'm a gangster, I'm a fly talking nigga.
You know, hands down, Wayne is my favorite rapper of
He
all
is the
time.
best.
He's the best rapper alive. I wrote the question on there for her, and I said, how does it feel to be something with the best rapper alive? I was like, she gonna read it like, who said he the best rapper alive? Like, I know, but I'm just saying to me.
Listen to Wayne when
I
I
was
was
in jail.
Jay-Z my favorite though.
No, Jay-Z is my favorite.
He the smartest.
Yeah.
He probably shouldn't be.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but no, I know what you're saying, your opinion, but I remember in jail when they had that little round table about the best rapper live shit, and they had Kanye, Jay-Z, Eminem, Lil Wayne, and it was like Jermaine, it was like a lot of people like.
And it's just an opinion, y'all.
It's just an opinion.
It's just our opinion.
Yeah,
You know,
Jay-Z is one of my
I
tops
grew
of
up
all
watching Bottle
time.
Blocking, like this how these I was there on the way.
Yeah.
But I tell all us as black people,
I feel like we miss Jeezy. Like Jeezy belongs in that genre.
Jeezy's nowhere near in the category.
Jeezy's fire.
I love
I
it.
fuck with Jeezy. Albums front to back. Do you know the work ethic he talking about?
I know the word.
Gucci
Yeah,
Man.
you
No,
can't
listen.
tell him. I just feel like.
Thank you. That's all I'm saying.
But he a
But-
little artist.
that's his opinion.
No, for sure. But I know.
like
But now
all
with the rap beef for
all
real,
of them is
debate. I mean, rap debate. We gonna come down to a lower level on their level, and it ain't a lower level like in a bad way, but like it's heights. So on Jeezy level, you got Gucci Man, and what he said. What we talking about? Rap. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't.
Yeah.
Gucci
I'll tell
put in way more work, way more mixtape, way more body of work, way more all this than Jeezy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Jeezy,
No,
to
I hear
me,
you.
I like Jeezy over Gucci. But over the years, growing, rapping, getting older, I prefer Gucci over Jeezy just off the love of the game, work ethic. If you really know where Gucci come from, where he come from, where he been, what he been through, and the kid,
Yeah.
the nigga was dropping, he was on, they tried to compare him to Wayne. On the hood
I was
level.
watching him on the DVD.
He going crazy on the,
Wayne say, shout out Gucci.
yeah, like on some, he back.
They
Nobody
know,
can stand up to Wayne on the mixtape.
I've
Gucci
been
was
there.
coming.
I've
Like,
been there. I've been
Fun
part of
fact,
what?
I'm on Gucci Man first single, So Icy with him and Jeezy.
Stone
Yeah.
Mountain. Shout out.
I gotta go play that back.
Oh, I think I remember that.
Say his verse. Say Gucci verse. You're a Gucci fan, right?
No, I said Jeezy fan. I said
yeah,
Jeezy verse.
Say Gucci verse.
Kick it off of me.
What is
Kick it off, yes. So,
Say Gucci verse.
no, I'm gonna say Jeezy verse. I'm a Jeezy
Nobody
fan.
verse.
But over
That's
here,
what-
Gucci
Well,
said,
Gucci got a part of this verse where he say, me, Jeezy, and Boo. We ain't hating pussy nigga gonna do what you do, cause we icy. So icy.
yeah,
Now, you wanna hear my verse?
yeah.
Yeah,
Hopping out the
That's it.
range with the seats piped out. You can still see my chain even when the lights out. That's how mobsters do it. Spit a little game, give them that flossing music. I'm the man from the CHI. These lanes went around thinking they so fly. Got a little buzz, but boo been too high. I pull them hoes in the club and I don't even try. I guess when she glance at my wrist, she wanna get some dick. I tell her, holla at Jeezy if you wanna pop Chris. Get that Gucci man cause he on some hood shit. And you know I'm in the cut, gripping my 4/5 like let a nigga trip. Now I ain't running, smoking blunts, buying drinks, getting blunted. Who can show you how to do this, son? Are we throwing out hundreds? You saving the ones, nigga. I got so many.
And that's the regular So Icy?
That's the regular So Icy. On his album, now the video, now when the beef kick out, go down and all that shit.
Now that's you, who, and what?
Me, Jeezy, and
Damn.
But you know Jeezy part. I know Jeezy part for sure.
How Jeezy shit go on that?
I knew Jeezy part, but like I told you, I was a Jeezy fan. But
I got
growing up, going through
jail,
and like getting older is when I started getting to Gucci. Like out south, love the Jeezy. We love the Jeezy. I mean, they love the Gucci. We love the Jeezy, and we was Lil Wayne for that.
I
$250,000.
Gucci.
Yeah,
I had his DVD.
I feel like Jeezy, just listening to Jeezy music
when he
for
going
like
crazy, people
like,
weren't even on him yet. When that In the Kitchen came out, like all that.
So when you look
DVD
at
player, I'm only like
if you look up Gucci Man Trap House, I'm on the album
13
still.
or some shit.
So I got my album credit, and but I didn't get in the video because it was the beef act went down and everything. But I knew Jeezy first.
Trap House went
I knew
crazy.
Jeezy first, and we recorded that on Jeezy session.
I'm a way bigger Jeezy fan, but Gucci kind of more just like politics with the rap. I respect everything Gucci. Like I started getting into Gucci. I'm a Jeezy fanatic, lyrically and like fan.
I think Gucci started taking the CEO mentality from the street, like Sonic, Cass,
Young Cass, and then tried to come behind Wayne with just mixtape. Like nobody was doing that but Wayne. Nobody had that much.
I ain't got.
Now I'm gonna tell you. So now Jeezy is cold, because Jeezy is a polished. So like Jeezy is really a street nigga.
Yeah.
Like he was trying to learn to rap. At the time, so it used to take Jeezy like 2 hours on the verse. You know, he had a real, but no, he had a real unique style how he started his rap.
You heard me. I say Jeezy.
He just do like 2
I ain't gonna lie. Like I was looking at some of your past, interviews with like DJ University, right? And like one of the things he was talking about was like when you were in New York, like he threw away those boots, and like from that day you felt
turned to a rapper.
You felt like he was a rapper, right?
Because I saw Nas.
I feel like he felt like he was
some Timbs. I saw Nas and them with it on, but here we wasn't wearing Timbs and shit. And I still didn't feel like a rapper yet, like, cause Chicago wasn't giving me that. You know what I'm saying? Niggas didn't look at you.
But New York,
back then you was a square to be rapping. Like
New York brought that out of him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like back when we were talking about with Jeezy, like I was in Atlanta back in 2019. I'm at Soul Asylum Studios. You feel me? I'm in the Platinum Suite. I'm recording Boston 2.0. You feel me? This is for me personally. I look at the wall. I'm like, damn, this TM103 Hustler's Ambition. This is Twister. You know? I'm there. My boy Bill Crane. Was with Twister. Like what the fuck? I was like, I'm a rapper.
Yeah, for real. Like it's some people that inspire you. Inspire you. Like Wayne helped me understand like a different.
The energy just be there.
Like. Wayne showed me how to attack rap. Like say what you feel, don't overthink it.
Wayne the best rapper alive.
He started real early. That's why he got a big advantage.
Jay-Z the smartest. Jay-Z the smartest.
Jay-Z hold them chills.
Jay-Z definitely Jay-Z is definitely in my top 3 of all time.
I tell all this black people.
Jay-Z give me corporate business vibes.
But that's why we need to listen to him.
That's what Jeezy gives you. That's why I'm a Jeezy fan.
As our people,
those are some real businessmen for real.
As our people, we really need because he be giving us a lot of
But you know why though? It be kind of throwing me off, and this is probably go a little off topic, but it be so much Illuminati stuff that they be. I don't know.
Get that shit out y'all mind.
Internet.
That's internet.
They be having so much stuff.
They be having.
Is it true or not?
You thinking me and Boo beefing because of an altercation we had as friends, and then it went to the internet, and then it's his side, my side, and the truth, and then I ended up we beef the whole time we can talk. That's how they do with that. Like the Illuminati, they piece this triangle.
But is that real though?
Illuminati is real. But putting them into the Illuminati, the Illuminati is real, but putting them into it is not. You can't say this person was just because they had a skull in their video.
But what Jay is doing, he giving you.
The Illuminati is just a brand. That's all it is.
They try to base his. My point is saying that they try to base his success off being Illuminati. Anybody that know us, they try to do it.
This is what I gotta think. Like you gotta. realize, like, people try to make up narratives of why a person was so good.
Yeah.
Like, no, he's just that fucking good, man. He just know he's just that smart. He just that don't be that good. Like, you think Beyonce would, like, come on now, they work their ass off for this shit.
Kanye sacrificing his mama, and now he a great. He was a great before his mama died. Jay-Z was a great. Jay-Z was a great before. Jay-Z was a great before we even heard of Illuminati. Like, you feel me? Jay-Z was.
It's like they allegations on belief.
So you look at somebody like when he idolized Jay.
This how you go up.
That ain't.
So look, I got. We gonna wrap this up. I got 2 more important questions I want to ask you about. So, how did you end up linking up with Angela Lee? And what the, like, I seen you on the Breakfast Club. I seen her
Lip Service.
Lip Service. My bad. She from the Breakfast Club. I seen you on the Lip Service. I watched the whole thing. And I seen her recently shout you out about the burglaries and the break-in at your spot. You know, bringing awareness to the GoFundMe's and just you know all that type of stuff. Like, how did y'all meet? How did it feel meeting them, being on the show, and what y'all relationship like?
We met. Ciroc did this. Black Excellence. It was called Ciroc stands for it was for Black History Month.
Yeah.
And they were shining the light on like 4 black-owned businesses, and they went from like city to city. They went from Chicago to Miami and I think New York. Yeah. And in Chicago, a good friend of mine, shout out my dog G, his girl, his wife, Midget. She has a beauty salon. Yeah. And he had hit me like, yo, Ciroc, I'm looking for some people. You know, I bought your name, or you know, you really did some player shit. Like, they needed like one more store, like to shine the light on. And he like, I gave them your info, and like Joakim and Angela Yee gonna come.
Joakim Noah.
Joakim Noah. So that's who coming to interview you. Whatever. Once they sent like email and stuff, I read. I'm like, oh God, Angela Yee, the president. Look, so when she came and did the interview, she was real personable. She actually, and you know, being here, I really don't talk about music stuff. Yeah. And I think I had said something like, I think I had like kind of mentioned it a little bit, like I come from the music business, like, no, I know who you are. Yeah. And we had sidebar conversation. My brother actually was living in New York at the time, in Brooklyn, so that was like, we was able to kind of relate on something a little bit. And I went to New York to see my brother, and it was like around my birthday, and even before that, you know, I try to like link with certain people that got certain platforms and as customers. Yeah. So she was like, you know, definitely after we finish this, I wanna, she's like, I wanna support. Yeah. So I like sent pictures of clothes and we had a conversation. And 24 hours after that combo, my store got broken into the first time. You know what I mean? And then
the one on Western.
No, on Taylor.
It happened on Western too,
but
right?
it happened. Yeah, that happened.
But you said the first time since it's been on Taylor.
So the most recent time, she on her new show, she spoke about it. Yeah. But that opened up the conversation. So from there, it was like Bell Cool. And she was like, yo, I'm doing my lip service. Come on. You know what I'm saying? I went on there. Yeah,
they was on you over there.
Nah. I rock with Angela, one of the hardest working women in the game, and shout out her show Way Up with
Angela Lee. Yeah, I want to
iHeart, so every day. GCI
for sure.
So 10 to 2.
Yeah.
Wait, it's my turn now. Okay, so I want to ask this quick question: like, how did you come from like being like a rapper with all these other rappers in the industry to like owning your own like business?
Rapping started slowing up. I ain't understand how the streaming industry, how that shit went. And I wasn't getting no shows, you know, so I came back home. And I'm like, damn, nobody want to pay me. Everybody want me to do shit for free. And they act like they fuck with me so hard. As soon as I get to saying, yo, you know, I get paid to do this shit. The phone wouldn't ring no more. I'm like, what the fuck, they don't think I'm working. And I started, like, believing that. Like, well, then to, like, my rap counterparts, I ain't want to, like, pull up on Wayne and Jeezy and them people and I'm like Eddie Kane trying to get a motherfucking verse or something.
Not Eddie Kane.
And I can't get it, so I'm like, I gotta find something that they gonna need and that's gonna, you know, boss me up. And my best friend, my brother, shout out Jim Shoe, he was like, let's go to, he had to start selling shoes out the crib. And he was like, let's go to the sneaker convention. And we went to the convention, I saw like, nah, we gonna be a business. And I remember I had a choice, tell rappers, I shot a video, right? And you know, somebody, man, you know, I'm gonna link you with World Star. Put it on World Star. And I'm like, all right, cool. So I shot the video, thinking for the World Star. Like it was $3,000.
That was Back when?
I'm finna pay
When was that?
$3,000. You know, and I didn't believe. I'm like, well, all these videos, and it ain't like I had a Manny Fresh beat. I had a fucking beat out there from an email, and I know this ain't. You know, I know the quality of what it really is, and that was another thing too. I wasn't gonna dare be shooting videos in no motherfucking basements from the quality of shit that I've been on. Like, it ain't gonna never make me look like I'm out here busted and disgusted. So fuck that. You know what I'm saying? I know I don't rap that fucking good that I can just be in the garage and some shit gon' pop, and I've been on shit with these type of motherfuckers. So I'm like, nah, I gotta find another angle. And I was thinking, they're like, man, that 3 might be better. And I went and saw a storefront on Laramie and Harrison, and it was $3,300 to get that. And I put the $3,300 on that. And I didn't even have a name for Flea. So I just told my dog, hey, come here, I need to show you something. Pulled up, I threw the keys at him, we got a stove, I'm finna think up a name, and you know, we gone from there. I wouldn't even be getting the money out of it. I'd be giving them something and putting it on the gram. You know what I'm saying? Knowing I needed the money and everything. Account was in negative. I ain't gonna. I'm gonna keep the shit real. See, that's the one thing with certain niggas now. You afraid to say if you ain't get your money right. See, broke is just a mentality. That shit ain't about. Cause money is made to get spent. If you got it, nigga, spend it. Make it move around. Share it. And sometimes it ain't about $1. I watch a lot of youngsters now play themselves for a few dollars. Don't do nothing because they give you these old because you holding a camera or shooting a video, you know, and you know what people get for it, but you ain't did it yet. You know, you don't got a price yet until you make it happen, bro. You know, your time and anything, nigga, that's free. You know what I'm saying? And you'll play yourself, getting some upfront money, and then the shit end up making millions.
On the back end,
now you played yourself for a couple, you know, for some ice cream and a hot dog. You dig what I'm saying? So I remember I done had to, and I do this to this day. I just went to a show when Future was on tour. Man, they letting me backstage and showing love. I made a jacket for him in Casino. You know, this about 3,000-4,000. And here, y'all take this. But when you throw that shit on, what that's gonna make me?
Quadruple.
Come on now. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you gotta say what it's gonna do to get you there. You gotta sacrifice. And I just kept doing that. And I just kept doing that.
You use one lane to open up another lane with the connection from that lane. There's
a lot of rappers come through my
Who taught you how to do business? Like you just picked it up from
No, my parents. My mother and father always owned a beauty salon.
Yeah.
So I just figured I was gonna always work for myself. You know what I'm saying? My pop showed me how to get an LLC and an EIN number and that whole nine like that. But he saw me, I always dibble and dabble. Anytime I catch like money that I could blow, like I remember getting like a 10,000 I had, and I was like, should I go get? See all the other stuff like cars and all that shit. I done did that. You know, when my cash money check, I remember that shit was 50,000. The lawyer took 7,000. It's 43,000, and I went straight to Mercedes Benz. The ink wasn't even dry on that motherfucker. I got a Benz, rims on that motherfucker. Did everything on that bitch. I probably had about 7,000 left to my name, but I needed my rapper kit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I understood that.
You get the team like you open a smoke shop.
So now I had a free 10. I went to open the smoke shop during COVID because we couldn't move around. We couldn't do that. And the only thing that was open was smoke shops.
Right.
And you know, keep it real, I caught a DUI and I couldn't drive. Right. So I go and I was on probation. I didn't know when they was gonna ever drop me. So I started fucking around. What's this vape shit? Shit. So I go in the smoke shop.
I bought my first hookah from you.
Yeah, so I go in the smoke shop one day, and the Indian dude in there, it's kind of quiet, and I said, hey man, and I started looking like that. And I'm seeing like the weed bags and the shit. I said, hey.
Tell me what it's like, you know, and tell me like what kind of advice you have for people, you know, as far as trying to be an entrepreneur, getting into the clothing business or reselling, and then also, you know, a little bit about these break-ins going on.
Yeah, resale business is it's a good market at the moment. Right now, the market is really kind of down because you can get stuff. You know, a lot of things that was real limited ain't that limited no more. Like dunks and certain things you can get that. But resale is really more so about relationships and who you know. And you gotta do a lot of groundwork. Like you gotta play the internet really hard. Like you gotta really see when some stuff are only gonna drop online. Some stuff you gotta get raffled for. So your best bet is to get in like sneaker groups. I know we started off we was in like a sneaker chat through Facebook called Cream. That was like the first one. And people are just, you know, hey, who got this in a size, so and so, and where you located at. And then you gotta go to conventions and, you know, all of that type of shit. And that's just really it. Reselling is relation. Then the next step is understanding what you're getting and who you selling to, right? So what's the use to resell something that, like finding your niche? Do you want to get it early? Do you want to have it late? Do you want to, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, why get something? So we stay away from getting stuff that you can go to, like general releases basically.
Yeah.
So if I know Foot Locker's gonna have a big,
you try to stay away from products that have like
yeah,
real product
because if it's there,
availability.
then, you know, difference as a reseller, you're not getting it at a wholesale price. So, if a person can go get it for the box price, what they gonna come to you for?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But if I have something like denim tip, gallery department, where it's only a handful of places that you can go get this from, and you know what it costs, and you know the value of it ain't even about what a reseller do. The value of it is when a rapper wear it, and all these people, or influencer, and all these people want that. Now the demand of it's jumping up. So it's like, and understanding the market, some stuff got hype around it. You know, get a Travis Scott shoe, only a few of them gonna be released. Now you hold on to it for a little minute, and it's not coming out for a long time. The value goes up. You know what I mean? So I say just build your relationships, do what works for you. You don't really have to. You don't have to have a store. You don't have to have a storefront now. You know, a lot of people like shopping online. Shit, if you could drop off to people, whatever worked for you, whatever you could afford. But you gotta be willing. Reselling, you're gonna have to have some money or a line of credit some kind of way. So, and I would say different from me. You know, I started off everything. I wasn't too financial literate because I had to jump in. I'm a risk taker.
And you would say that beginning, that, you know, that line of credit or that, you know, the finances just to open up. That's what really.
And I didn't start that way. You know, I did everything out the pocket, so I was going, you know, a little bit, putting myself behind the 8 ball because, you know, I had to get it. You know what I mean? And then I didn't come in with good credit or nothing like that. Didn't know the importance of it. I was like, you know, in the rapper mind, and that's why I had to get out of thinking like an artist a lot, because as a rapper, you know, it was getting in my way. It was getting, the ego of being an artist was getting in my way. Like it was some stuff I wasn't used to. I wasn't used to standing in a line for nothing. You know, they come in and I'm trying to
turn around. I was standing in line.
I used to go in a place and the security guard said, "Man, take your head off." I couldn't understand that shit. So everywhere I was, people thought I was really actually crazy. I'm going in. I tell somebody, "Hey man, don't ride with me because I might leave if something don't go my way." Meaning this, I'm not gonna go into an establishment and spend my money and do what they want me to do as a grown man in this place. And, you know, if I see other people with a hat on, what the fuck I'm taking mine off for? I don't give a fuck if you don't know me or not. Money is green. You dig what I'm saying? Now, y'all got y'all rules in here. So cool. It ain't that cool. I've been around all the coolest motherfuckers in the world. So I don't give a fuck about nobody around here. I can go spill my shit at home and flick the lights up and down. It look like a club in there. Stand on my own couch. So I really don't need to be here. You know what I'm saying? So actually, even when I go out and I do that, I'm investing in myself. That's me using my platform as a business owner and running my company like a record label. So if I go out and I'm in the club and they go, "Yeah, pop bottles," that's what they want to see you doing, right? You know what I mean? So when I was thinking in rap mindset, it was a lot of shit. My ego was, I ain't finna be standing in no line. If I get the shoe, I want to wear this shit. Now I need to discipline myself to sell this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because this is what I'm eating off of. So I looked at everybody standing in this line. They standing in here to get something to sell it. And I looked at different cultures, white, Asians, and all of them. See, I don't buy nothing. Black people don't sell me stuff when it comes to shoes. All of the different cultures, they the ones who buy it and they sell it to you. See, it don't mean nothing to them. They buy it to sell it to us. You know, and I tell anybody, if a dude if I get a customer and they spend a lot of money with me, and they been spending money with me for years, I tell them all, like, "Hey, bro," and then if I got the relationship with you, I'll be like, "Why don't you get into this? Why don't you open up a store? You spend all this time getting this shit, and then just sit in your house to do what? To say you got it, you can't take that to the bank for real. Get some insurance on that shit or something. What if your crib catch on fire or flood or some shit? our people, we be caring about the wrong shit. You dig what I'm saying? Care about who jury real, who jury fake, who gives a fuck. If you trick a bitch, he won. For sure. You know what I'm saying? I done been in there with straight real. I done been in there with real shit on and ain't left with nothing.
Goes right back to
what I'm
that.
saying?
What you saying? Dudes want to be like you.
I'm trying to tell you. So, bro, half the shit niggas be really, we be in our way with shit. And I ain't trying to get off from that, but it's just like, be an entrepreneur, man. You gotta take risks, and you can't never give up. But move at your pace. You can quit. You can slow down for a minute, like the shit. Don't go broke doing it. If it ain't working, just re-rock it. But don't stop. That one thing might not work, but this thing might work. And the difference is that more people gonna give up. If you be that one person to be like, I'm just never gonna give up. No matter what it's gonna be.
Consistency is key.
And that's the key. You gonna win. That's the key to it. I ain't do nothing special. I'm not no special person when something just fell in the sky. Cause all my celebrity people, none of them helped me in business. I told a couple of them I got a store.
You made them a believer.
You did what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then some of them didn't believe it, like because they like, well, how the fuck you just wake up one day talking about you getting stuff? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, invest in me, man. You know, you gotta kind of show it.
Look up,
so I had to get away from it. And I didn't have nobody. I thought I could have a store and not be there and shit. But for a long time, I had to be there. Now when I start seeing that, okay, people, when you there daily and you accessible, they stop looking at me as an athlete. And you really just using me for the shit. So now you see, I don't be there. Because the anxiety of every day somebody pulling up to you and they count your pockets. They want to get this for free. They want to, everything you do, a girl you meet, as soon as they get you got this in this size, that almost like, now early on when I was broke, I was giving shoes away and shit like that.
Trying to get it.
And wasn't even cracking shit. You dig what I'm saying? But that's all I got really. That's all I really got to give.
That's how my store was. I ended up letting my mama work my store because I was on some. I ain't trying to be here. And be accessible. Just I got other shit to do. Moves to make take care of paper. If it don't do it. And my mama would tell me, when y'all here, the amount of traffic is way different than when you not here. She said people walk through the door and say, "Hello here, hot dog here."
But that's bad. But that's bad.
Oh, tell them I came. They just want to come because you there. They want to come to get that discount. They want to come and say, "Hey, I supported you."
I remember falling out with a person. You know, people come there to see you. I said, when people go to McDonald's, they don't see Ronald McDonald. So that's not a museum. Fuck seeing me. Get something and get it and go.
Get what you want.
Get what you want. You know, like and trust my people. You know, as well. They gotta eat too. And I'm trying to like empower them in a sense too. Put more responsibility on your staff where you start so I can see who's really valuable around me. You know, how can I be, and I missed out on a lot of shit, man. I went and I sacrificed, man. I'm telling you, man. That's why I sacrificed a lot of shit, bro. I went like 2 years, didn't get on the plane, didn't go nowhere. Wasn't traveling. I'm missing everything. But I didn't understand. Yeah, because, you know, as me as an artist, anytime I ever went to All-Star weekends, Memorial weekends, all that shit, it was because of music. When that stopped, I ain't really realized what niggas finna go to Miami to go fuck off money to wait in line and not get no. I'm used to us going to live and we the dogs, the bitches throwing that. I don't understand though. Maybe I got a couple dollars for you on the strip type shit. I can't do that. I can indirectly pay you, but I can't. My move ain't gonna get hard. I know I cheated my game if I give you a few dollars. Now Dominican Republic, bitch can't speak no English or something. I never got to see you again. But in this around here, I'm cool, though.
I see you had 4-2 done up there as soon as he came home.
As soon as he came, yeah.
As soon as he came home.
Yeah. That came from a customer, man, out of nowhere. Like, that was on a Sunday. You know, we usually up and up on Sunday. They're like, God, good time, man. The world's so small, man. His father and my cousin in Detroit, they really cool. But you catch somebody like that who got everything. It's kind of hard with those caliber of people too. That got everything. And you're like, what you want? And you know, I got that. We got this. I got that.
He was on for a minute though. He got
some arrogant motherfuckers. These new rappers. And I ain't gonna say no name. They don't know me from that to You know what I'm saying? Like Polo G coming down. People, they don't really know me from that. But I don't be trying to kick, hey man, you know, it's me from the, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's all good. You ain't got to, you know, you ain't supposed to. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't they fault. These motherfuckers ain't giving me my flowers out here. But why
That's good though. Even
get them out, bro. You finna get them bitches. I was
They
doing
got
all the music shit. I wasn't visibly here like
most
that.
talked about though out of the retail little stores, like you most talked about. I ain't gonna.
Nah, that's what's happening.
DTLR could never.
People go to like,
could never.
DTLR could never.
like you have like a lot of different people. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like I never even knew who owned the store. I just knew it was pretty cool. But I'm not lying. Like,
but I think too is that I appreciate that. But I think too, if you and there's no competition with because I don't move like that, like I can compete and nothing like that. Because I don't want to compete with you. I want to eat with you.
Exactly.
But if you look at if you think of the names, like the biggest thing is like your name means a lot.
Yeah.
And if you name everybody else that's resellers, who name just sound better? Like sound more. Like Flea sound.
Flea.
From
Chicago.
That's why I went
Foot
with
Locker
that.
is from we don't even know.
No, let's take that out. Let's take that out. Let's just say resale.
Yeah, resale.
Like just think about all of the boutique people.
Yeah.
Like some of these names, like but Flea.
We ain't trying to name no names.
I ain't trying to name their names, but think about that name.
Yeah.
When I just saw, I heard, cause Shorty came to me one time. That's how I came with the name. Shorty came to me like, man, that's Flea as fuck. And I heard that shit like 3 times in the same day.
Yeah.
And I said, that's gonna resonate to
Yeah,
the
it was in a
shorties.
few songs.
Because I was like in my 30s at the time, so I'm like, I can't be acting, man, but that's gonna resonate.
Yeah.
So how you put the club on that though? It just
One of my homies from New York was in the store, and he said, Flea Club. Y'all the Flight Club in Chicago. He like, Flea Club, put the club on there and make it be like, and it was also a marketing tool.
Yeah.
When most people, Flight Club was the super hot. No, Flea Club was very hot. I mean, Flight Club. Super like the top one that people know more than Stock. StockX none of that was around, but it's Flight Club, right?
Yeah,
so if somebody Google FL,
you popping up.
it's popping up too.
Yeah. Look,
marketing.
Wow.
So you got, and I was reading this book and it said, take a page out of somebody else's book.
Ain't that something? You looking up
that's
FL, you looking up
decent.
Fly Club, you looking up FL Studio, what is FL Studios?
Yeah.
Fruit Loops?
Yeah.
The club kind of catch
The
you.
club catch
You gotta join to get some release dates or
and
anything.
then it make you do slick stuff like now try to go off the lingo where it's not just about the shoes, it's about the lifestyle. So, I look at me, what up, member? Because you remember. You shop with me.
You're a Flea Club member, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we have all these great
And
ideas.
not to cut you off, but that make people feel good. Like when they walk in the store and the owners know them or the people that work in there, like.
Make you feel like they're welcome.
That's how top to bottom.
We had these ideas that we still ain't did to this day. We was thinking, oh yeah, we're gonna have it's gonna be like a credit card, and you like a real member, and that's we still ain't done that yet. You know what I'm saying? Or even got that, but that's kind of how that came.
A rewards program.
Yeah, that's how it came.
A Flea
I
Club
think you
rewards
gotta know
program.
somebody.
Yeah, it kind of came like that. Now the
But y'all
break-in
got
stuff.
with the buzz, the dough, you can't come in.
Break-ins, you really don't be prepared for that when you start in the business. You just don't know. And break-ins, I don't think they're personal attacks. It's just when you have something that got some type of value, street value, and you just gotta protect your shit.
And as far as like, if we're an establishment, we're opening a brand, we're reselling, we got merchandise, we got products, it could be electronics, it could be clothing, it could be anything. Like, what kind of protective measures or advice do you have for people to protect themselves from stuff like
Camera security.
And
AT&T,
what else? I got one thing in the back of my head that I'm waiting to hear.
I mean, I say the first step, as being an entrepreneur too, if I would do anything different, to learn structure, like it's okay to work somewhere else to kind of in the field that you're in. Like if I wish I probably was like a stock boy somewhere before. Yeah. Then I would have known how to do that. Or I've never had a 9 to 5 in my life, so never. I didn't.
You think just like developing that LLC that insurance would really just protect you on the back end?
He got renter's insurance. He took my father break-in.
So insurance, you got definitely have insurance regardless. But now it depends on what you could afford. What kind of policy you got, and that matters. But after you get, it hurts you when you get broke into, and you might get a good payout. On one, but they're gonna drop you after that.
Exactly.
You're
a high risk, yeah.
And then now it's gonna be
you gotta close down for a minute and lose customers. You gotta close down. Windows fixed.
For sure that though, but that's just really it. And I think it just comes with the territory too. On the like the burglaries and stuff like that on all ends of it. So, but as an entrepreneur, just stay down.
That's how you know you winning, though, man. You got people breaking in your stuff. That means that they know from the outside looking in. They're like, "Oh, this guy got it. This guy's doing it big."
Yeah, what we want.
So I mean, I feel like if you're getting broken into in your fucking clothing store, you're going
They
crazy.
blind though. They walking in there. It be mad people probably.
Well, they say,
They
you
just
ain't
walking
haters,
up.
you ain't popping.
They walking in there. He
Exactly.
got all this dinner too.
You know you're successful. You got some hate coming in.
Hey, but look, man.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all.
Welcome to Chicago. We got your boy Boo. Boo Logic. You hear me? Young Money Veteran. You know what I'm saying? What was did R. Kelly have a label name?
Yeah, Rockland.
Rockland. Yeah,
Rockland and
Rockland. Young Money, Cash Money, Fleet Club.
The infiltrator.
Boo Logic. You hear me? It's your boy Jesse.
That was
Hello.
y'all already been doing about
Yeah.
bring
Go get y'all them new mics. Go get y'all them RYG Phazos. Matter of fact, go get that
Aces.
limited edition
That's what
shit.
they
Hey,
want.
matter of fact, right now, welcome to Chicago Podcast. You show up to Fleet Club, tell Boo, you know, you mess with
Boy, I'm
Paolo,
finna be
you
there.
mess
Ain't
with
no
Blue, you mess with
discount.
Brittany,
Oh,
get that 10% off, you know.
And that's Queen B, but yeah.
Nah,
But yeah, you know, we're gonna give y'all a promo code, man. Welcome to
I
Chicago.
want a promo code
You know what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
Let me know.
Promo code in the bio.
Hey, let me know if that been working. But we out here, man. Much love, man. Boo.
Appreciate y'all, man.
For sure.
Guys, super love, man. You already know.
What's up, y'all? It's Big Blitz. Y'all gotta get y'all some of that Rastafarian hair care because we keep our shit moisturized. And if you bald head as fuck and you need your hair to grow, get some of that oil.
Yo, bug. Yo, it's Big 60, man. You want to get your hair there, get that Rastafarian hair care. I do this shit.
Come on, let me show them how to make your hair shine. Y'all see how his hair is right now? We're gonna put a couple drops here. And what that look like?
Water.
The sun, but
You talking about the sun, bud?